So, hello everybody and welcome. I am Cherie here with Black Blockchain Consultants as well as the 10K Project. So we're doing a bit of a crossover event tonight, talking about the airdrop that Paybby is doing. If you are a 10K Project member, you will remember Hassan because he was one of our Bet on Black pitch people. If you're asking, what is the 10K Project? Well, let's take a step back. So the 10K Project is the largest community of small dollar investors who actively fund Black-owned businesses. Minimum investments for a lot of our companies are $100 per investment. So we are a place where anybody can get started being an angel investor without a lot of money. And when we as a community come together, we start investing in our own businesses. That means we can start creating our own jobs and profiting from our own innovation and building Black wealth together. So that's what the 10K Project is. Every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we invite a Black entrepreneur to come and do a Bet on Black pitch. And then each individual investor gets to decide if they want to invest in that business and want to add that business to your portfolio. And Hassan and Paybby was one of our Bet on Black pitch companies. So Hassan, again, welcome. You have some big news for everybody with regards to Paybby. So why don't you tell everybody what's happening with Paybby? First of all, what Paybby is, and second, tell us all about your airdrop.
Okay, great. Thank you. If I may have the screen, I have a few quick slides. If that's
Yes, you
helpful.
can.
And I'll show what we have here. And Paybby is a fintech or a technology company with AI and blockchain focused on banking for our community. And what we have is a banking app called Wicked by Paybby that you can download at either the iOS Apple Store or the Google Play Store. And for absolutely free, in a few minutes, you can get yourself your own spending or checking account and savings account. And our company and Wicked and Paybby is totally focused on banking empowerment for the Black and Brown community, which is among the least banked in America. And many people do not like the fees and everything else and all the other issues. So that's why we started it and what we're about. So I'm not going to go too much in that, but I would encourage you to go to Paybby and then it will link you to Wicked, and you can download our banking app. And as Cherie said, we're also crowdfunding at the moment. You can collect and invest now. And for as little as $147, you can own 100 shares in Paybby. And we really want our community to vote with their stock, as they say, to have ownership in the future of banking in America.
Absolutely. And, you know, banking is such an important issue for us. And there are so many people that are unbanked, underbanked. And, you know, I think that the banking industry made like $60 million in NSF fees a couple of years ago. So there's, you know, and that's our wealth. That's our money coming from out of our pockets and out of our communities. So Paybby is a place where we can start getting some of that back and being the shareholder very, very early on. So I definitely would suggest that people download the app. So how to tell people again, the website so that they are able to get access to the app and be able to.
www.paybby.com, just as our name is right there.
And yes, and that's paybby.com. So yes, all righty then. So so you have an airdrop. So number one, most of the people in here are familiar with cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, some of the other coins, altcoins that are out there. But for those people who are not familiar with what crypto is at all, maybe they just heard the term Bitcoin. Why don't you start off by telling people what it is? What is cryptocurrency?
Sure. So that's not this slide, but basically the technology is called blockchain, as you saw on our title page. And what blockchain is a new technology that creates an immutable record of whatever transaction is on the blockchain. So it really is just a big Excel spreadsheet, if you could call it that, but it's checked by thousands of people and they make sure everything's 100% correct. So the structure of blockchain makes it impossible for anybody to ever alter anything on the blockchain for now or forever. And because of that, the first use case of it was called Bitcoin. So it's possible to say if I own 5 Bitcoin and you have that in your address, and the address is all anonymous too. So there is no name associated with it. It's all a hexadecimal code. No one could ever change whatever it is forever. And any changes that are happening will be recorded on the blockchain and it's impossible to change it. And that's why that technology is so powerful. It's known as digital ledger technology. And so blockchain is the technology. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency are things that sit on top of blockchain that create the ability, that is an ability to create units of value that could be measured. And when the trading happens, you cannot cheat. It's impossible. And no one's ever broken the blockchain since it's been invented. And that's why it's so trusted.
And not for lack of trying.
No,
Um,
exactly. And people
not for
are
lack
trying, believe me.
Right, right. So yes, so Bitcoin was created in 2009 after the financial crisis of 2008. And if you've never read the original Bitcoin white paper, I definitely suggest it. It's a must read. And from there, people are really talking about decentralization right now, which is the core and the heart of where things are going. So first of all, Jerry on YouTube is asking, where have you all been? Jerry, long story, but I will come back next week and we'll talk a little bit more about it. And we may be getting some of this stuff up and running again, Jerry. So definitely meet us in Discord. And then Dorian, I see your question here as well. I will respond. So you though, Hassan, through Paybby, you have an airdrop. So just so people can understand, what is an airdrop, just overall, and then tell us about yours.
Okay, sure. So we're going to add cryptocurrency to our platform, a way to save using cryptocurrency because it is a type of investment. So, there's stock investment, and now that Bitcoin is around and all the other cryptocurrencies around like Ether or Ethereum, we're going to add that as a savings option in the Wicked by Paybby app. So that's what that is. An airdrop is something that is very popular in Asia. And what that is that when a company is issuing a new cryptocurrency, and there are thousands of them, any company can use blockchain technology to create a cryptocurrency. And what they do is that they say, we're going to give them away in order to gain interest in that particular project, that cryptocurrency project. So it's sort of like a rewards program. And what it really means is if you meet the criteria, we'll just send you free cryptocurrency. So in our case, we are starting with the first 500 people to sign up on our wait list to be part of this, the Wicked or Paybby cryptocurrency savings. We will send you $5 worth for Bitcoin or Ethereum. And the way that we would do it is pretty simple. You give us your email address. We'll email you back and ask for your wallet address. We didn't go into it. For those you don't know, all cryptocurrency is stored in, the term is wallet, like holding cash, but it's a wallet with a particular address for your cryptocurrency. So you send it back to us and we drop the cryptocurrency in. So that's why we call it an airdrop. It comes out of the air. Boom, we're going to drop it in. And so we're going to do the first 500 in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then we're also going to do 10,000 Tokau, which is a new cryptocurrency that is focused on NFT. And they they just did an IDO Sunday. It's actually a project out of Japan, but they're focused on celebrities. So they have a number of celebrities signed up that are doing NFTs through the Tokau platform. Russell Simmons on there, Ian Somerhalder from Vampire Diaries, Allen Iverson is going to be on there. Who else is going to be? Manny Pacquiao, and other a number of Black celebrities are likely to be on there. I don't have all the names with me, and so they're going to be creating NFTs that will be available on the Tokau platform, because Tokau is a company, a new company that has a NFT creation and marketing engine, and their cryptocurrency is Tokau. And so they were kind enough to give us some Tokau tokens to promote the growth, and we're going to airdrop them to our community.
Perfect. Okay, so there are a couple of things that I want to circle back with people. Number one is, how do people get to this website page? Is that through paybayby.com to get to this page here?
Yeah,
okay, perfect.
This is the home page. Just scroll down a little and you'll see the email. Just put in your email and sign up early, and then you're registered for free airdrops. That's
perfect. All right. So you mentioned a wallet. For anybody who is new to cryptocurrency, one thing that you need to know about cryptocurrency is there is something called keys. It's a long string of numbers. There are public keys, and then there are private keys. Your public keys is your wallet address that Hassan is talking about. That is what you're able to send to anybody in order to get money from them, get cryptocurrency from them. Your private keys need to remain with you. Don't take a picture of them and send them, online. Don't write them out and tell anybody what they are. I'm just trying to make sure that you are protected. People lose their cryptocurrency not because of the blockchain itself, but because this is a mistake that sometimes people will do with newbies, is that they will ask you for your private keys. I need everything. And if they're asking you for that, you need to run. Okay. So just make sure that when Paybby says, hey, what is your wallet address? You give them the public keys only. Okay.
Right. Exactly.
Yes.
And I recommend when you get it, and then I'll tell you how to get it from this site or a Coinbase or wherever you might get it from. Do not even put it on your computer, because hackers often they jump inside your computer and they don't do anything, and they wait till they see you have Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, and then they follow you. And that's where most major hacks happen, actually at the private key level, as Cherie mentioned. And it usually happens because people save it's like saving your passwords. They save it on their hard drive. So I say you print it out on a sheet of paper, put it in a vault or somewhere separate. It's for
That's
your
right.
insurance.
That's right. Now, the second thing you mentioned, NFT, and some people may not know what that is. So, okay, perfect. So tell everybody what that is.
So NFT is called non-fungible token. So cryptocurrency or Bitcoin is something that you get and you have 5 or 10 or whatever the number is, but any one Bitcoin is like any other Bitcoin. It's sort of like a dollar or $10. It's not versus a check. There's only one, and each check has its check number, and so it's very unique. So a Bitcoin or Ethereum, also called tokens or cryptocurrency, is similar, but an NFT is a token that's very unique to that this particular token. So it's not like if you have one token, it's the same as another token. So they're all unique, so to speak. And so that's why they call it non-fungible token, versus dollar bills are all fungible versus something else that you may have that you can't pool together, that type of thing. So that's what that is. There's something else unique that's made them extremely popular, and that's what we're talking about doing with celebrities. On the blockchain is actually nothing but a ledger, and it has so much space on the ledger. It's like a file cabinet, right? Also, besides that. And within that, you can place things on there. For example, you could, as soon as you write a song, you could put the song on the blockchain. And so if someone later said, hey, that was made my song, you're like, wait a minute, let me pull it up on the blockchain. I can prove with 100% certainty I made this song on June 1st, 2019. And no one would be able to disprove it because it's on the blockchain and nothing on the blockchain could be changed. So that's why the blockchain is so powerful. You could do it with photos or videos or other things. It's only so much space you could do it, but it makes it possible to create what I call immutable, non-changeable record of not only a number, but actual assets like photos or videos or other type of digital files. So what people are doing now is when they have, if they have copyright materials or things like that, they convert it and they make it in the form of what they call a non-fungible token that goes on the blockchain. And that's what NFT is.
Absolutely. So for those of you who are part of BBC, this heightened the tokenization is Mr. Eric Spence, whom I spoke with earlier today. You also know that Nadja Roberts is doing some pretty big things with Hill Harper. So we have some NFT experts. And so going back to Dorian's question on YouTube, I didn't forget about you, Dorian, who is saying, hey, I'm looking to create a blockchain business and need help deciding on my niche. People are starting to become experts in NFTs. Everything from helping people understand what they are, helping people select the platform of which to launch their NFT, all the way up to helping them sell their tokens, market their tokens, and everything in between. So that's something that you're able to do and think about if you're looking for a niche, or as we call it in BBC, a major. That NFTs is a really huge area. Another huge area of blockchain is smart contracts. There's a lot of information coming through with regard to smart contracts. Supply chain is another big one, Dorian. And then also any healthcare, any type of industry that you're thinking of is going to be affected by blockchain. So those are some ideas for you with regards to niches. And, I say start with whatever skills you currently have and ask how blockchain is going to affect those skills. Or, select something like NFT or smart contracts, or just helping people buy their first bit of Bitcoin or Ethereum, because so many people are going to need help with that as well as mass adoption occurs. Hassan, I just wanted to put that in there for Dorian and for anybody else who's thinking about a blockchain career.
Yeah, and you brought up something like the first generation of cryptocurrency was Bitcoin. That's actually version 1.0. Ethereum is version 2.0, and it introduced the concept of smart contract, where you put right into the blockchain and the currency an immutable record of what has to happen. And it's like a legal contract, so to speak, and it can't change.
Yeah. So thus far, smart contracts I don't think have been tested in any of the higher courts, but that is coming, and it'll be very interesting to see how it holds up from a legal point of view. But what happens with smart contracts is it's a computer program, and it's basically if A happens, then B will automatically happen. So if you imagine, for example, you sell your house, if the bank gets its 3% down and you sign this paperwork, then the title goes directly to you. Right now, you have to have a person do that. However, with smart contracts, that person will no longer be needed. So the other thing I will say, since we are, African-American community, Black community here, technology over the next decade, if not sooner, we're expected to lose about 4.3 million jobs. And that's going to come from AI, blockchain, and robotics. So our people need to be reskilled to these types of businesses and business opportunities. Otherwise, we're really going to be left behind. So that's my soapbox. I'll
No,
go on it more
that's a great
next week.
soapbox. On that last thing, one of the biggest reasons wealth doesn't move in places like Africa is because they have the legal system didn't lend itself to particularly land ownership and property. Multiple people would claim ownership of the property. Blockchain changes that because once you get a deed, you put it on a blockchain, you have an immutable record of it. So it's fundamentally changing the economies of these previously undeveloped places and creating a sort of a legal regimen. And that's where it's starting to be proven out and it's holding up pretty well. And so, and it's great opportunity because those cases are going to continue to rise. Healthcare is another big area where that's happening. So I'm going to go here quickly just on how we're operating ours. And I'm sort of giving you my wallet. So there's something on wallets, right? That Cherie mentioned. So this is actually my wallet from earlier today. I have BNB, which is Binance tokens. The Tokau, that's some of the tokens that I'm acting as treasurer for for Paybby. So this is some of the tokens that we're going to have that we will be airdropping to people. So you can see I have some, and that's my wallet address is under there, and it mentions Ethereum. I have everything there. And so what's going to go on is that you will need to get first you need to get a Bitcoin wallet, and that's everywhere. And then second, we go to Tokau, you need to get a Tokau wallet. That's a new one because it's an NFT marketplace that's coming up. And this one's on something called Token Pocket. I should have written down there. There's one wallet. There are lots of wallets, but the newer wallets that support NFT are just now emerging. This one I have is called Token Pocket. I don't know if that's helpful, but there's there are all kinds of wallets, but this is one, and there are software wallets. What this is actually on my phone, and then there are hardware wallets, and there are ones that you could actually attach to your Chrome as a Chrome extension. And then the way that we're going to do it at Paybby is that we have already what we call automatic savings. So if you download the Wicked app, you can, and you have a spin, and you put your paycheck or whatever in there, and you spend your debit card. What you could do is you could say every time I round up the change and put it into my savings account. So right now the way it works is it rounds it up and it puts it into a savings account, a normal bank savings account held at an FDIC bank. Ours uses Lending Club Bank, which is out of Boston, the FDIC bank. What's going to change as a result of cryptocurrencies that we're going to launch this summer is that it's going to be another feature here is, do you want it to go to cash savings or cryptocurrency savings? And if you put it in the cryptocurrency savings, it will automatically push it to your cryptocurrency account. So that's the first phase of what we're going to be doing starting this summer. And that's the airdrop's going to happen independent of that, but that's how we're going to implement and offer as phase one cryptocurrency investments to the Paybby community. If that makes sense. So next thing is I'm showing you a site called Bakery Swap. It's a relatively new. Bakery Swap is an NFT marketplace. So the market cap of Bakery, they have a token or a cryptocurrency, and it's worth, as you can see, almost $800 million. This was yesterday, something like that. You see, June 7th or the day before, and you see Tokau, the one that we're giving away. They just went public, so to speak. So they were an independent company, and then they went public and started selling their token on Bakery Swap. So when you get a free tokens, an airdrop from us, you could go to Bakery Swap and convert it to Bitcoin or Ethereum. And then once you do that, if you have a Coinbase account, you could transfer there and turn it into USD or cash or whatever. So that's sort of how these cryptocurrencies work. Bakery Swap is biggest shareholder is Binance. And I'll quickly show you them. So these are the top cryptocurrency exchange. I know a lot of your blockchain people, but as you'll see, Binance is the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange. You see the transaction volume the last 24 hours was over $30 billion. And the one and Bakery Swap is one of their companies. And the BNB that you saw in my wallet, that's their token. And their token is the second most third most valuable token in the cryptocurrency world. The most valuable is Bitcoin, of course, which is about half of all cryptocurrency valuation. Oh, you can see 42% as of this morning at the very top, dominance. Ethereum second, and third is actually the Binance token. And then there are lots other. So that sort of gives you an overview of how all these things connect together. And so that's what we are. I explained the airdrop, how you can get it. Just sign up, you can get tokens. You email us, we'll send it to you. If you have questions, we're happy to help. This is the first step of us adding cryptocurrency. We're starting, very simple, automatic savings. Our goal, we in the Black community, unfortunately, like many things, we participate, but we don't own. Right? So we don't own any of these cryptocurrency exchanges. There are a few projects, we don't own much. Our goal is to bring us on a playing field similar to anybody else in the other what other parts of the market, other ethnicities, let's just put it that way. So that's our goal, is to help bring people on that. But we want to do it in a way that helps people do it in a safe way where they can learn, and they can do it in a way that they can be much better at it. And then the last thing, when it comes to NFTs are growing like crazy, and some of them are very valuable. The most valuable I heard was worth $60 million. I heard 50 Cent, 50 Cent, the artist. He had one that's worth $1 million that he launched a few weeks ago. So there's all types of things. So you were asking about areas of potential interest to get in blockchain. One thing that we're very interested in is also how we could take our culture and other things and we put it in the NFTs. And there are businesses that can be created around that. So we're keenly interested in supporting that type of thing, both our culture and celebrities and all these things that are happening in a massive way where we need to participate as a people. So that's our objective.
Love it. So Talicia's saying for the Tokau airdrop that a BSC wallet appears to be needed.
Yes, if you look at, so she's right. BSC is the Binance chain, the Binance Smart Chain. Very good. You're going right through it. To get the BSC wallet has different tokens in it, so you can add different tokens. So the Token Pocket is a multi-chain wallet. So that's my favorite. But as you can see, they just went public June 7th. So more will be coming. So a Token Pocket is a BSC wallet, but it's a multi-token wallet. And then you can connect it to Bakery Swap, and that gets you the ability to trade it for other types of cryptocurrencies. That's the way it works.
Right. Well, this has been an exciting discussion. Again, paybayby.com in order to go get on the wait list, be a part of the airdrop. I'm going to definitely check out Tokau a lot more, because I do think that the future is people being able to create their own NFTs and promote them and have those underlying assets. So I'm very interested in seeing seeing that platform and reading the white paper. So for those of you who geek out on stuff like that, you can join me with reading the white paper and understanding the underlying technology. And if there's anything else, Hassan, that you have to say, let us know.
No, I think that's good. I think it's an exciting time. This is, I would say, we're really at the ground floor. It's a wide open opportunity. So I encourage you to learn more. NFTs are fantastic. I mean, I met this sister yesterday, and she's like a Binance fellow, and she created her own mainnet based on NFT for Black musicians. So there's a lot happening in this space, a lot of opportunity. And as those old jobs disappear, we need to be in this game.
We do. And we've been talking for over 3 years now about us picking a niche, picking a major, diving deep and being able to take advantage of the bell curve. We've been talking about the Roberts technology curve. I think that's what it's called. But mass adoption is happening as people are seeing different use cases for it. It's expanding beyond gaming to, we're going to be at a point where it's everyday life, and it's going to be, as big as Facebook and Instagram and other social media. Oh, Talisha reminded me about the Discord channel. So yes, everybody, if you go to blockchainconsultants.com, it will take you right to our Discord group. We have a Discord channel where we talk about all things blockchain, especially the business of blockchain, what's happening with NFTs, smart contracts, tokenization, supply chain, different industries, et cetera. And Gills is saying, great, the platform. Thank you. Thank you so much. So with that, I want to thank everyone for being here. Maybe I'll do a pop-up probably not next week, the following week, and come back and say hello to all of my beautiful Black blockchain consultants. Okay. Thank